everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? I am so happy to be here with you. I am very excited and I hope that you have been enjoying this first week of Halloween projects. We are on to day number 4 and yesterday I had my first YouTube live. If you didn't catch it, definitely check it out on the replay. I have a really awesome project that I made and you don't want to miss that. Today we are making this adorable vampire blood hand sanitizer holder, and I call it vampire blood because Bath & Body has a hand sanitizer that they come out with every year at Halloween called Vampire Blood, and I just think it's the cutest name. This little guy is perfect. Look at his little tooth. Oh, he's so cute. So this is the Vampire Blood hand sanitizer, and I did love at first bite. I put him with his little bat, and of course I did the haunted house scene, which this die set is amazing. It makes this label with the trees. You're gonna love it. So this bundle is called Scary Cute, and it is well worth it. Please get it because it is so adorable and you will get so much use out of it. It's perfect for Halloween. The dies especially are amazing. So even if you don't want the stamp set, get the dies because they're perfect for all Halloween things. You have the haunted house, 3 little mini bats that you can cut out at the same time, 2 large ones, a medium. You have the cool moon, you have a scary cat, you have this awesome tree scene, which how amazing is that? And the haunted house is just great. And look, you can cut out without this tree. You can cut, I'll show you a sneak peek. So that die cuts the trees out, but the other die cuts the background. So you can cut this shape for lots of words, for lots of images. It's an awesome little shape. So don't miss out on that. We are using Gorgeous Grape today. So let's go ahead and get started. I am so excited to show you how to make this cool project. All right, where were we? I'm gonna put this off to the side. We're gonna start with the box portion of this project, okay? So I'm gonna get my Simply Scored tool out, which you guys know I love it. All right, so let's put this here. And we have a piece that is 4 inches by 3 5/8. I know you guys hate the 1/8, but we need the 1/8 just this one time. It's super easy, so don't worry, okay? So on the long side, which is the 4-inch side, we're gonna score at 1.5 and at 2.5. That's it. 1.5, 2.5 down the 4-inch side. Then you're gonna rotate it and you're gonna do 2 score marks, one at 1 inch and one at 2 5/8. So let's figure out the 1/8. So we have 2. Now each one of these tick marks is an 1/8. So we're gonna count 5 of them. So past the 2, that one doesn't count. That's 0, right? It's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 5/8. Okay, and if you really hate 1/8, you can score at 1 inch, rotate it all the way around, and score at 1 inch again. Whatever's easiest for you. This is what we have left. It's this little grid right here. Let me get rid of this, and we'll start our cutting. This is a very simple box section that's going to hold our little hand sanitizer in the middle, okay? So let's go ahead and burnish on all the score marks. And I do apologize for having to use 1/8, but sometimes you just have to. So the way that you're going to cut is the 2 perfect squares in the center that are next to these rectangle pieces. You're going to cut in. So I'm going to take my thick bladed scissor and I'm going to cut on either side of this score mark because I hate the score marks, and so I get rid of them. So we're gonna cut on either side of this one. And we're gonna do the other side, same thing. fall out? It did. I didn't have to pull that one. It worked the way it's supposed to. All right. So this is what you have. You can take a screenshot of it if you wish. I'll put it this way. Hopefully it will stay and you can see. Okay. Now we're going to glue it together. This gets glued in, this gets glued here, this gets glued like this. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to put glue on our square and we're going to stick one of these to it. Just like that. Hold it in place. Let's do the other side, same thing. Okay, we're going to put glue on the square. Let's bring the same side in and hold it in place till it grabs. Okay, now I don't want that little square to show on the inside, so I'm actually going to cover it with this piece. So I'm going to put glue on this and then I'm going to press it inside. Okay, so we don't want that little square, we want it kind of sandwiched in the middle. So I'm putting glue on this side. I'm going to slide that in just like that. This side's going to be a little bit trickier because everything else is glued down. So we'll do it again. I'm gonna have to, actually, let's go ahead and open it. I didn't have, since it opened on its own, it's telling me, what are you doing? Let's glue both of them at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna press both of them in, slide them inside, and then we'll grab our fingers and hold. Or you guys can use wooden mini paper clips or whatever they're called, clothespins, that to hold it. I'm just gonna hold it for a second and it will grab. So there is our little box. Okay, it works, it's perfect, it's easy, and that's all we need. Now let's get the other parts prepared and ready for this adorable project. Okay, so let's get that going. I'm gonna grab my pieces. So I cut 2 gorgeous grape of the outside. I'll show you the die. So I used some washi tape or purple tape and held it together to do the black because you want to cut it at the same time. Okay, and that's how you get this piece, when you cut them both at the same time. But then you take this middle piece out, and then you don't need the washi, and then you cut 2 of these, and then you get this. Okay, so the piece for the holder itself that we just scored was 4 by 3 5/8, and then you're gonna cut 2 gorgeous grape pieces right here, and these are 3 by 3 1/4 inches, so you need 2 of those, and then you need another 3 by 3 1/4 in basic black for this overlay panel. And then I used scraps of basic black that was left over from this section, and I did the haunted house out of it, and I also did the bat for the front and the bat for the back out of that little scrap that was left over. So let me grab my silicone mat and we're gonna glue this on. So we're gonna take our wet adhesive, we're gonna go all the way around. Don't squeeze too hard, you don't want a lot of glue. This glue is super strong, you don't need a ton of it. So just, and then we're gonna kind of go over these tree limbs here, and they're nice and thick, so they're actually easy to put adhesive on. Some of our dies are a little thinner and they're more complicated, and then you can use our thin glue tip glue for our fine point. Okay, but that's good enough for this one. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my tweezers so that I don't get glue on my fingers. And we're gonna go ahead and stick this on to the back of one of these. Either one, it doesn't matter, they're both the same. And we're gonna press that into place. And I love, like I said, that our adhesive has wiggle room so we can line it up perfectly. So there is that, okay? We're gonna do our haunted house, and so I'm gonna lift this up real quick because I forgot that I wanna stick it under there. So we're just gonna add some glue quickly and slide that haunted house underneath there. Don't do what I did. Put the haunted house first and then glue it. All right. So we're gonna grab our haunted house, we're gonna slip it under that label right here. And it fits without it, but I wanted it to look like it was part of that die. So I did tuck it underneath, but you don't have to. I mean, it could sit by itself. And let's just give it a little, I'm gonna go back over the top of it with my, since I got a little carried away there, and just make sure that this label is glued nicely. And it is. So there's our haunted house. We're gonna give it a bat. And we also have to put our little moon on there. I think I should have glued all of that first, but I was so excited about this. Sorry guys, real time crafting. So we just have to make things work, right? When we do things like crazy things like this. So we're gonna go ahead and see if I can slip the moon if this is still not glued all the way down. We'll just slip that moon right there. There we go. There's our scene for the front. Isn't it so cute? Okay, the back is gonna get our little vampire, which is just, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look how cute he is. I love him. And so I have fussy cut him out. He was stamped with StazOn black. Our StazOn ink is really, really black, really jet black. It's darker than a Memento. So I recommend it when you do solid images like this, and he turned out perfect. So StazOn is perfect for that. And then I went around him and fussy cut him out. If you don't want to fussy cut him out, you can just do a little rectangle or just do an oval and attach him onto the back. He doesn't have to be fussy cut out. I know I don't mind fussy cutting. You guys don't always love to fussy cut, so whatever works for you. I'm going to use these mini dimensionals, and I'm going to put a few of them on him here so that he is nice and secure. And then we're going to glue the bat flat onto our piece. We're also going to glue the label that says Love at First Bite. It is part of the die set, so here it is right there. And I cut that also out of Gorgeous Grape, and I stamped it with Love at First Bite. And you can see I made a mistake the first time, but that's okay. No one's gonna see the back, only you guys know. So don't tell anybody. So I'm just gonna use 2 of the regular size dimensionals, and we'll pull the backs off of it. So we're ready to go. All right. So this is gonna go at the top here, right about there. So cute. We'll put our little guy down here. He's trick-or-treating, right? And then our last little bat is gonna get flat. I'm not gonna pop that one up. I'm just gonna add a little bit of wet glue. And now we have our scenes from the front and the back done. Okay. So now we're gonna bring our little box back in. Here it is. Okay. And we are going to attach these on to it. So I'm gonna put adhesive on these panels. Okay. So we're gonna put on here. And I'm gonna take my, and I'm gonna line it straight with the edge, and you can hold it down to make sure that it's gonna stand up on your desk. And then once you have it down, you can press your fingers in there. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna put adhesive on our box. And then we're gonna line the edge of this with the edge of our box. Okay. And it's the same size, which, guys, that's why I needed the 1 5/8. Sorry. but I had to make it match our label. So then I'm going to press this one down. Let's put our hand sanitizer in there. And then let's add our little bit of bling. So we're going to be using Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And I wanted them to look kind of like stars in the sky. So I'm going to use the little ones. Let's go ahead and attach some of these on among the trees here. One more by the back. What do you guys think? So cute. I love our embellishments. Don't we have the best embellishments? We have so many different ones that fit like all the occasions. So here is our little hand sanitizer. I'm gonna make sure that, there we go. Our hand sanitizer holder, lay this one down. We'll stand that one up. Scary, cute. Let's stick these dies back in here before I lose them. Such a great bundle. Don't you think this is an amazing bundle? I love how it turned out. I hope that you guys enjoyed this project. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you want to recreate this project, definitely share it to your Pinterest. You can click the share button below. And I'm so happy to be here. More information will be on my blog post about this and close-up photos. So if you've never been to my blog, check out inkyhandswarmhearts.com. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to another 3 days of Halloween projects with you. So definitely come back tomorrow for day 5. Thanks again for joining me. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!